Hello everybody, welcome back to the channel. This is Smitty Gaming, and as you see, we're in Roadcraft again. I had to go and get my little crane out. This is just a few minutes after the end of the last episode. I'm actually recording these two back to back just so I can get some things accomplished. We grabbed our crane, we're going to run it up here to our new bridge, our unbuilt bridge. This is one of the fill spots we did in the last episode. Filled these in so that we could run supplies, run a supply convoy. But because of the work we've been doing here, I went ahead and canceled that. Plus all the objectives were completed. Get our anchors out. Alright, I'm going to have to move the crane here. I should have backed in. That was my mistake. It was not my smartest moment. I hate this little crane. Alright, let's try this again. There it goes. Alright, we're going to pull the crane off here to the side because I'm pretty sure we're going to need it again at some point. And come back over here, we're going to get our little scout truck that we haven't played with in a little while. I think I did a pretty good job with this little road right here. It's not the best, it could be a lot better, especially if I could put asphalt down, but they're not letting me use asphalt yet.
Your first bridge. That should weather any storm. Remember, our job isn't just to fix what's broken. It's to make life better for folks around here.
This is basically a mobile garage. I can recall vehicles to it and use it to move vehicles around. Don't know how much I'm going to use it. As you see, it's kind of nasty over here. I might use it as a scout just because it's tracked. There you go. Yeah, field service vehicle allows you to recall other vehicles to it at the cost of fuel. So I don't want to be using a whole lot of my fuel, and we will if we need to. Yeah, this is a little land train right here. And look at that. Well, I don't know what that's supposed to be. I don't even know exactly where it launched us. Oh, we're hung up good. We're going to recover this to a garage. Oh, that's going to cost us every bit of our fuel. Okay, aim winch. It launched us from over here all the way over there. Let's see if we can save it with the scout. I doubt we'll be able to. Probably gonna have to recover it. I might be able to pull it out of there with a crane. There we go, we got it out. We're gonna park right here. What else do we have to do? We gotta get to there, okay. I'm pretty sure that's one of the areas we're gonna end up paving here before too long. There we go. Bunker and the roller. Go ahead and skip on that.
That town you just passed through is Anbala. It's the industrial heart of the region, so it's vital we get it pumping again. And that means delivering lots of supplies. You'll need to build a road and then plan a route between Anbala and the transit point. Ah, and there's a nearby village on the harbor that could use your help. If you have the time. Strictly, we're not required, but I think you like to help folks out. Panama is in sore need of supplies. So you could plot a route to it from the transit point. I'm sure the folks there would appreciate it.
I don't know how much we're going to be using this, because I know you can only haul one vehicle at a time. But to get the bunker down there, and we may come back and use it to get the roller. saying I can't secure the cargo. I don't understand why. But it's not like we're going that far, so hopefully it doesn't fall off. We're just going to use this, get all our equipment down here, and then I'm going to move all our other equipment over, and we'll get started. Alright everybody, as you see, we've got our dump truck here. We're making our first pass into here, trying to drop some sand so we make this road. I'm actually going to make this road fairly wide, and our first dump point is going to be probably right about here. Refill sand here remotely, and I'm going to keep doing this. I'll be back with y'all when I'm ready to start leveling all this or smoothing it out. Alright everybody, I misclicked on the button, so I've already done a little bit of flattening here. Got all our sand laid out. This is probably my 5th or 6th pass on this, just trying to smooth it out. The more times you go over this, the smoother it's going to be, at least from what I've seen from other players, other YouTubers, everything I've read about the game, all the little how-tos, tips and tricks, things like that. I want to widen this out a little bit. And it's looking pretty good, pretty wide as it is, but I think we can make it a little bit better. I'm going to do this down both sides, and then I'm going to start paving, and I'll be back with you when I'm paving. Alright everybody, this is probably our final pass. We had a little bump there, so I'm going to back up and do this run again. As I said, the more times you go over this, the smoother it gets. It's looking pretty smooth. Like I said, we had a little bump back here, so I'm going to back up. I'm going to hit it again. Then we're going to get our paver out, and we're going to run through and we're going to pave this. Unfortunately, we can't do a whole lot about the beginning there where it's kind of rough. Alright. Flip that thing up to marching. We're going to pull over here, get out of the way. Be a lot better if I could drive. And yes, I am running this thing backwards. The reason I'm doing that is because it's going to be laying down asphalt in front of my tracks. Now realistically, you would not lay asphalt like this. But this is one of those little tips and tricks that I saw another YouTuber do. And he was saying that it makes things a lot smoother to do it like this. Because we're now riding on our freshly laid asphalt, we're not riding on the sand itself. and it's track driven, so it's a little on the squirrely side on me. And then your next pass, he was saying that you can actually do it correctly. Make sure that your tracks stay, at least one set of tracks, stay on the asphalt that you just laid. So basically drive with a little bit of overlap here. It's supposed to basically make a much smoother road. We're hanging up here a little bit. We didn't get it quite smooth enough, but I think it'll be fine. I think we'll be able to power through. Let's get our roller out. It keeps telling us about the infrastructure tab, saying that we can have the vehicles do the work automatically. I kind of don't want to have the vehicles do it automatically. I want to do it myself. It is helping. It's not making it perfect like I was hoping to make it. But overall, I don't think it looks too bad. If anything, it looks better than most of the interstates in this country. I'm just going to pull all our equipment off the road here. And we'll figure out what's next. Alright, again, forgot to hit the button, but we have designed another route here. Got a little supply route coming from the transport station there. He's just giving that cart all kinds of trouble. Uh-oh. Alright, looks like they made it. Oh, back up. Don't try and fight through it. Back it up. He's going to get stuck and it's going to fail the route. Alright, think I might have gotten it fixed. If not, I'll be right back doing this all over again. We're going to watch our trucks. Looks like they're doing a much better job. And there we go. Looks like everybody's making it in fairly easy. First truck's in. Second truck's in. Third truck's making the final turn. Oh, he's got to back up a little bit.
Oh, jeez. Not bad at all. I might need to raise my standards so I don't get impressed so easily every time. Next on our agenda is the gas power plant and the steel pipes facility. That mill has seen better days, hasn't it? You could say that about most things around here.
Yeah, we can make it through there. Okay. Nice.
If we can get the gas power plant running again, We can get juice to the whole region, plot a route from Mbala to the plant, and our maintenance crew will do the rest.
Okay, so they're coming from there. Okay, we got a road back there. We're gonna come back and hit that road. Trying to scout out. I know we've got pipes up here we have to replace.
Looks like we have a problem at the gas power plant. The pipeline seems to have sprung a leak. Or 5. The crew have narrowed it down to the gas distribution substation. It got beaten up pretty good by the storm. How about you take a drive and check it out?
So we gotta go to here. That's gonna be our first one. Go ahead and cruise on up here, see how many pipes we're gonna need. I was about to go ahead and go get everything to start doing this one, but then I thought about it and it's like, well, it makes more sense for me to go ahead and drive through this, see how many pieces we've got to replace. Get our crane. We're going to recover it to mountain base. If we go to the field service vehicle, that's when it costs us fuel, and we only have 7 fuel. So I'm not going to bother with that. I'm just going to recover everything to mountain base. And that's more for saving time than anything. So we've got a mission where we've got to go and pick up the steel pipes, take them up into the mountains, and deposit them where they go. I had other thoughts for my first vehicle, but I think our first purchased vehicle is going to be this guy right here. It's the cargo crane truck. Don't really have anything else in cranes. So I think this will do pretty good for us. At least for what we need it for right now. That's interesting. Open garage. Okay, there we go. Oh, we cannot sell it. But we can retain it. And then we can deploy this guy. I don't know if this is going to be a whole lot better or not. But my thought process here is we've got to load up parts from point A and we've got to take them to point B. Doesn't make much sense to run 2 vehicles over there when I've got 1 vehicle here that can do the same job. So let's go ahead and run down here and see how well this thing works. So it pays if I actually read the objectives. Basically, I had to come up here, clear this little area here. Then I had to come down here and park inside this little area here. And they're like, oh, set up a route and our people will fix it. So now I've got to go and set up a new route. There it is, Mbala to the steel pipes factory. Start plotting. You're going to be coming out from there. If I remember correctly, the road right here is pretty horrible. That's pretty bad too right there. We can pave that over real quick. It shouldn't take us long at all. I'm going to get this plotted, get that road paved, and I'll be back with you about the time I'm finishing paving that road. Alright, everybody, here we go with the sand flattening. Took me a minute to get a few loads of sand down over here. But now we're doing the flattening. Like I said, I'll definitely be back and forth here so y'all can see a little bit of most of it. Probably not everything that we do, but enough that you get the gist of what we did. Also trying to pack a whole lot into this video, so I'll see you here shortly. Alright everybody, we got the sand good and flattened. We're just laying some asphalt now. Almost finished up with it. More or less just going through and hitting a couple holes that I left. Right here I actually slid off the side. Alright, we're going to put this guy back over here in the grass right behind the dump truck. And we're going to hit it with our roller, and then we're going to dispatch those trucks. I've already got the route planned. Make ourselves a nice little paved road right here. Got some holes appearing, but I think we'll be able to clean that up. You can see where I turned around with the bunker. And we don't actually have to do this. We could have just left it with sand, and that probably would have worked plenty. But I figure I have this equipment now. I at least want to play around with it some more, maybe get better at building some roads. Because that road that we built about middle of this episode, beginning of this episode, that's the first road I built in this game. The knowledge I have about it comes from a few YouTube videos I've seen, some tricks and tips. Looks like it might be 2 more, maybe 3 more passes. The only control I truly hate in this game is that camera control. Alright, let's hit that dirt clod right here. Oh. I just got an achievement for patchwork. Pave 1,000 square meters of asphalt. There we go. That looks pretty good. Let's dispatch the vehicles. See if they can make this tight turn that I put in for them. Because that's all nasty over there. Alright, he made it. We got a wheelbarrow right there that they kept hitting. Alright, let's spectate off this guy. Oh, he high-centered on a barrel. Maybe this guy will bump him and knock him off of it. Just give him a push.
That storm really did a number on the gas power plant. Let's find the breaches and patch them with the new pipe segments. Yep. You get to be a plumber now, too.
punch the old section out. Pick up the new section. Swing it around here. Throw it in place. Strap the cargo. Fold the crane. Fold the crane. Now we'll fold the anchors. Sorry about that. I just finished up that steel pipe quest. Completely forgot that I had the recording paused. But now we have the trench.
Now, all we need to do is reconnect the town to the power grid. And while you're at it, here's a couple of things you can do to make life easier. This isn't essential, but if you want smooth sailing for the steel pipes to Umbala, a new road will help. If you can build the road, then you can send the convoy from the steel mill to Umbala. And another thing, the pipes south of the pumping station are damaged. If you can find the breach, patch it up. Then your sailing will be even smoother.
Build a road to send a convoy from the steel mill to Umbala. So the steel mill is right here. Oh, we've already built the road. Oh, I didn't go quite far enough with it. Okay. But we can fix that. That's not hard at all. Alright, well, let me get this taken care of, and I'll be back with you guys shortly. Oh, we do have another vehicle. I forgot about this, or I forgot that this happened. So, there it is. So we now have the cable layer. This thing, I've seen people use it before. It tears up the ground, lays that cable, and it's supposed to smooth it back over. I don't think it smooths it over very well. But we'll play with this more probably in the next episode. But we're going to go ahead and finish this road, get a couple of these little side objectives knocked out, and be back with you. Alright everybody, just finishing up this little bit of road right here, where we didn't have quite enough of it paved to make the game happy. Also, we did fill one of the routes. It was actually this route here, because I thought it was done enough. Didn't think we needed to really pave it, but the game wanted it paved, didn't pave it enough. I had my dump truck sitting in the middle of the road, and it stopped some of the traffic coming through. Look at that, it unpaved part of my road. We're gonna have to go back and fix that now. Oh, that right there is annoying. That just isn't gonna work for me. Alright, give me a minute. I'm gonna get my paver out, repave this. There we go. That's cleaning it up. I don't care if I've got a couple little dirt spots in the middle of it. I just want it to look paved. At least at this point. Fun fact about this piece of equipment right here, the roller. A lot of people think that they are very heavy. From what I've what I understand, they're actually one of the lighter pieces of construction equipment, and the way they pack things, at least that's my understanding of it from everything I've heard and read. I've done very little construction work, residential remodeling, heating and air, and I've done a little bit of install work with wind turbines. But that's about the extent of my experience when it comes to construction. Got quite a few hours in Construction Simulator, which is another game that I may throw up on the channel at some point. Might start over with that, and let me know down below if that's something you all would like to see. I'm going to go ahead and wrap it up. As always, thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.